We have college football this weekend. I'll be watching Saturday night, Austin Peay versus Central Arkansas. These are two good teams. They're ranked FCS. But when it comes to the FCS, it's North Dakota State. 16-0 last year, beat James Madison to win the title again. And Matt Entz is their head coach who joins us this morning. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I'm good, Dan. Thanks for having me on today.
All right. Explain to me, you're playing one game this year. Now, was there any thought, any hope, any chance of playing more than one game this year?
Well, originally, it was our intent when our conference allowed us to play 3 non-conference in the fall. Our administration was trying to find those 3 games, and we probably went through 6 or 7 options, and it just became extremely difficult. As you see, our geographical location doesn't allow for many road or just bus trips to play people. And so we were fortunate to come up with the one game. I know you mentioned it 16-0 last year, but the one thing about NDSU, we got great tradition, great history. We play football here, and so we needed to have at least one game this fall.
Any Division I teams? I know you were slated to open up with Oregon, I believe, but have you heard from any other schools that wanted to schedule you?
Not at this time. We haven't. There was always conversation. There was what ifs, but we never had anything really in stone leading up to this game against Central Arkansas. What
does playing one game allow you to do as a coach?
Well, what it's going to allow us to do here moving forward is we're going to get 6 weeks of 20-hour rule. That's going to enable us to continue to coach our kids, practice on the field, get our young kids indoctrinated into what it takes to be a Bison. And more importantly, it's going to help us prepare for our 8-game season that we intend to have in the spring.
All right, you're going to play this game on October 3rd at home against Central Arkansas.
Correct.
All right. So you'll be watching that game on Saturday night with Austin Peay and Central.
Oh, for sure, definitely. We'll be watching.
Okay, what came out about you're going to play one game is that Trey Lance is your star quarterback. He threw, 28 touchdowns, no interceptions last year, and is moving up the draft boards here. How important is this? Is this a showcase game for Trey Lance, in your opinion?
It's funny you bring that up. We just had a team meeting yesterday, and we talked about the exact same conversation. Our local media, national media have talked about, they've used the word showcase often. I told our players this game is not about one player or one individual. Our program's bigger than me. It's bigger than any one individual on our football team. This is about the Bison, and it's about the Bison trying to continue the tradition we've had, the level of excellence that we've tried to play with over the course of the last 10 years. We're trying to find ways to continue to get better. And it happens that we have a couple really good football players along the way, but they're just parts of the program. And we're going to move forward trying to win this game and get better along the way.
Yeah, but there's a lot at stake, it feels like, if it is framed as showcasing Trey Lance. If he doesn't play well, that could have an impact. Even if he does play well, people are probably going to say, well, it was against Central Arkansas at home. So I didn't know if it was, in your mind, going to be it felt like people are overthinking this to say they're basically having a pro day for Trey Lance against Central Arkansas in October.
No, that was never our intent. Our intent was to have a game where we could get the entire football team ready to play a game in October.
If I had not seen Trey Lance play, how would you describe him?
Unbelievably calm, poised football player, has great mobility, has an unbelievably strong arm, can make all the throws on the football field. And his biggest factor or the biggest positive is above the shoulders. He's an extremely intelligent young man, has a lot of room to continue to grow and develop and learn. But where he's at right now is very impressive as a 20-year-old college quarterback.
Did any Division I team try to get him to transfer?
Not that I'm aware of. Now, Dan, as you know, there's a lot of bat phones. There's a lot of DMs that probably happen that the head coach never gets a chance to hear about. But that is always a concern at our institution because of the quality of athletes we have and the development that we put into our kids.
What do you think he does better than Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields?
He's the best Trey Lance that I know. I'm not here to compare to other quarterbacks. I know that he has a great skill set. I know that there's a huge conversation going on right now where he fits in the NFL draft, and all I know is he's NDSU's first-round draft pick right now. And we're going to continue to win games, and we anticipate winning games with Trey in the future.
Yeah, are you going to be getting some phone calls, though? Have you already gotten phone calls on Trey from NFL scouts?
We have. And we're fortunate now at NDSU. Our product on the field's been good enough that we have 32 NFL teams come through our fall camp and through spring every year. And so they've all kept track of Trey. But we've also, myself, I've reached out to probably a half dozen NFL GMs and had some one-on-one conversations just where he falls, because I see it as part of my job as a head football coach, not to influence his decision, but to make sure he has all the information necessary to make the best decision for him and his family.
I got to get up to Fargo. I got to get up there to a game.
Well, there's a game October 3rd. I don't know why you want.
I don't know if I could get there though, Coach. But if I hit town, where am I eating when I get to Fargo?
Oh, there's a nice place downtown called Mezzaluna's. If you like steak, there's a place in West Fargo called Maxwell's, another great steak place. That's one thing about Fargo. Unbelievable downtown. You'd enjoy it. Dan, you would fit right in. I don't know if anyone would even recognize you.
Oh, well, then I don't want to go. I need to be recognized here, Coach. I was hoping for a parade or something.
Well, we can get that set up. There's always the option of a coin toss.
Oh, that I would be there to do the one with the coin toss?
Well, we could sure talk to people about it.
Okay. I would like to ride in on a bison, though.
There's those around town as well.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. What are you benching these days?
I probably around 300 still. Okay. I still like to get in the weight room occasionally.
All right. Throw it around with your with your boys in there.
Well, I have two teenage high school football players, and they actually have their first game tonight. So during quarantine, I got an opportunity to lift quite a bit with my boys.
It's great to see you. Thank you, and good luck that game. We'll be watching, and thanks for joining us, and congrats on all the great success up there.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Dan.
That's Matt Entz. He's North Dakota State head coach. Yeah, they just win championships there.